Well, here we are again, one more episode number 3 for the Donchmon Guitars Guitar Show. In this episode, I've got something really interesting coming up, so make sure you stay tuned in. Don't cut out too soon. First off, here we have this really interesting little video to watch. Just look at the power of the CNC machine. I mean, compared to mine, it's not that it's cutting a crazy amount of material, but just look at this. It can do it in 3 passes for cutting out a fret slot or a nut slot. Mine takes like a lot because I use a 16th of an inch bit and I just barely take off any material at a time. Anyway, just thought that was interesting. This here is a Barlow Guitars guitar. They have some really nice looking stuff. Some of their stuff's a little bit different looking, but this one's more tame, I guess. But they're all beautiful and they have nice laminations. They have really nice fretboards. They have laminated necks usually, and they're very nice, very beautiful. Um, just look at these different woods. I think they're showing off the fretboards right now. I love the laminations. They do a really good job with their laminations. They have a really good grasp on like dimensions and stuff for what looks good with the cuts that they have and the shape that they have and all that. They're really well done. I like it a lot. This here is an interesting one. At first, you look at it and you think it's some sort of burl, um, but then you see that it's curly maple, and then you realize that it's an octopus painted on it. Um, it's just interesting. Now, in my mind, I think a bass with an octopus painted on it should be a 8-string bass, but this is pretty cool. I think it's pretty nice. It's got a Jazzmaster pickup and a P bass pickup, so that's pretty nice. Pretty nice. And the painting is just really well done too. There's even shading around the octopus to make it look like it's like popping out on the shading on the curly maple. From Ocubase. I wonder if the other things have octopuses on it. Oka base? Oka base. Not Oku. Oka. Probably don't have octopuses on everything. This here is a Gretsch that Chuck Levins shared. So what I find interesting about this kind of looks like their pearl for their drums that they do. So there's a good chance they did the same process they do on their drums to make the top for this one. So it's very nice looking, but it almost makes me think of those modern tiles that they put in for backsplashes. So it makes me think it'd be interesting to take some tiles and do tile work on the top of a guitar and have it look really different and interesting that way. I mean, it's hard to say. It's a nice little guitar. It's got a Bigsby on it. I like Gretches. They're quite nice. I actually own one. One of the only guitars that I own that's not my own is a Gretsch. And yeah, very similar to this except for its gold top. This here, I really like the artwork. I like how it's a Technicolor pedal. Like it's called Technicolor. It's just interesting because I find like TV and old TVs and stuff interesting. So back in the day when they first started coming out with color, it was called Technicolor. So the Technicolor Fuzz by Cascade Pedals. He does some really interesting stuff, and they're all really well done, really beautiful, and they sound really great. So Cascade Pedals, check them out if you're looking for pedals. This here, I just shared this because this is like my favorite color of green. Green's my favorite color, and this is my favorite shade of green. Um, I like this one a lot. It's fun to watch people oil up instruments or anything really, because it just really brings out the grain and brings out the color of the stain or whatever they do. Obviously, this one's stained, right? So that's why I'm saying stain. I usually don't use stains, but I'll probably get more into that when time comes. It's just it's nice. Just look at that. I don't even have to talk about it, like I keep saying. This is beautiful. It's a one-piece burl top. I like it. This is another Strandberg guitars. This one's actually got squiggly frets again, so we're back to the squiggly frets. This one's an 8-string Strandberg with a couple humbuckers on it. Nice purple. They've got their own branding on the bridge, I can see this time, so it's obviously not a tan bridge, but it's a very similar design to what they use for tan bridge. They're this is nice, and it's headless, as you can see, and it's on a couch. Now we're getting into the weird and wacky. This is something I came across, and I knew I had to save it. This was even before I well, no, this wasn't before I decided to do this guitar show, but this is before I had most of the stuff. Like, this is quite early on. I knew I had to save this because I don't even know if I can describe everything about it. For one thing, it's got a guitar, like a Strat style guitar. It's got the three pickups and a P bass pickup for a bass. So it's a double neck instrument. It almost looks like the necks are really close together, but they're probably not because that wouldn't be very playable. Um, and it looks like it's made out of a toilet seat or a life preserver or something. You can see all the springs in it. You can see like it's actually really interesting because you got all this exposed stuff that you can see. But it looks like it's made out of a toilet seat. You got the controls up top, so you have them in like the upper bout section. That's interesting. There's like a lock you'd have for a guitar case, holding the whole thing together. A violin head stuck onto it. I don't even know what to make of this. This is a really weird guitar. So Def Music, your toilet seat bass is a lot nicer than the what are they called? Than the Music Man ones. Uh, I I I think I see it something that looks like a baseball glove too off to the side. I don't know what to make of this. You just gotta look at it. You gotta laugh. It's funny. And this here is like an Astral looking guitar. Um, Headless. I mean, it's got a little bit of a headstock, so kind of has a headstock to it, but not really. Headless, six string, standard fretted, or is it? Is it my slightly fanned? No, it's standard. It looks like the wings of the body are like held on by pipes. That's interesting. Got four in a line, four knobs. So that's kind of interesting. Probably volume tone, but it's hard to say. The pickups are interesting with these double lines. They almost remind me of those magnets that you get on old cupboards that hold the doors shut. Kind of look like that. I have that in my house. Our cabinets are old. It's just a interesting looking guitar, and then to see an older gentleman playing it makes me think it's just kind of funny because his generation would have had much more normal looking guitars. Like, anyway, it's just interesting. It's just a weird picture. It's pretty cool. Well, thank you for watching this episode. I hope you guys have a good day, and hit that follow button, subscribe, whatever platform you're on, hit all the buttons you're supposed to hit. Thanks for watching.